Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Celeste if this is the first time that we've met, and I thought it'd be fun to come out this morning to check on my plants, see if anything needs to be watered before the heat of the day begins, and if I can harvest any of these herbs. One of my favorite things to do is to come into the garden in the morning and just walk around and see my plants. I don't know, I guess it's just relaxing to me. So I thought we'd come around. I think some of my basil plants are ready to be harvested. I can dehydrate before I go into work this morning. So let's take a look and check them out. So my parsley plant is ready to cut. I can prune a little bit back. Let me get my basket over here. Now this is the first time I've grown Italian parsley. So what I've been reading is that I can clip it at the base of the stem and it will grow bushier. So I'm going to try this for the first time. These lighter colors of leaves, I think I'm going to, lighter colors of leaves there, I'm going to leave. I'm just going to prune the darker ones. So let's take a look at this. And I think I could do one more back here. Fresh parsley to dehydrate. My basil plant here is looking like it's ready. So I'm not going to cut this one. It's a little too short. From what I've been reading, we have to wait till it's about 6 inches in length. And we're going to cut down to about right here. We need to look for where it branches out right here. If you can see there, so it can grow bushier. So I'm going to cut those. So this plant was ready to prune a little bit, so I got some more basil, and this smells absolutely delightful. This over here is barely 6 inches, so I'm going to give that a little bit more time to grow before I cut anything back, but it's producing some great basil. I was really concerned when I transplanted this third pot of basil over here if it would survive, but it did, thankfully. So let's go check to see if any other herbs are ready to harvest, to dehydrate. I was also able to harvest some cilantro and kind of prune that a little bit. Some of the leaves had died from the transplant, but I was able to get a few cuttings. Just giving my plants a good soaking in the morning. I put my finger down about 1 inch into the soil and it was a little bit dry. So it's going to be a hot day today, so I'm doing a mist on them first, and after I get them all misted, then I'll come back and double check to make sure I have a good inch of soil wetness in them. From what I'm reading, it's best to do this in the morning before it gets really hot, and really not the best time in the evening. So that is one thing that I learned from last year's garden that I'm trying to improve upon this year to have a better harvest. So I'm really pleased with what I was able to harvest after just a couple of weeks of putting my transplants in their containers. My bell peppers did not need to be watered. They still had ample amount. I went back around to check on my plants. They were pretty good, except for the one in the rolling cart needed a little bit more water for the day. So I went ahead and did that. So pretty exciting. I love the instantaneous rewards after doing the work in the garden. So I'm going to go inside, dehydrate these, and start preserving them to use throughout the year. Thank you again for watching. Please take time to click that notification bell and that subscription so that we can keep in touch and you can kind of follow along on my gardening journey for 2023. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next upload.